Welcome to Dante is Dropping the Ball. Today's episode is going to be published a bit late, but at least it will go up sometime today. It's currently triple-digit weather outside, and I need to finish this before I spontaneously combust, so let's get to it. Shingen is suffocating under the weight of administrative bureaucracy. We have taken a vast number of provinces in such a short time, and I have to administrate all of this. We're making some gold per turn. We're going to get merchant guilds next turn, or access to those. Where the hell do we even begin with trying to oversee all of this? I want a fortress here to build an encampment so that I can get access to cheaper troops and then end up giving them an upgrade quality of some kind. This matters to me. However, I want to get access to wealth. I think I can stay out of wars. I don't think I'm going to need access to, you know, that stuff immediately, building those things of death and slaughter and murder and chaos. So the goal is going to be also we can upgrade, get better Metsuke there. My goal is going to be to pray and sob profusely and hope everything works out fine, just fine. Let's get ourselves any place that has average soil that isn't getting a farm is going to get a farm. You have meager soil, you have average soil, congratulations. You have barren soil, disgusting. You have average soil, congrats. And we're out. Kai has room for that. That way we can continue to stack up the earning of money. It's not that much, but it's also going to give me bonus food, which gives me bonus town growth, which gives me bonus wealth. It'd also be great to start taxing some places that I'm not already. Let's have an overview of places that I'm not taxing right now. Splendid. Get a little bit of extra cash. This province is close for me being able to tax. I just gotta let that resistance tick down. I gotta let the religion tick down as well, but we'll make it happen. And tax reform next turn is gonna give me a bonus to my taxes. And also Merchant Guild. We are currently drinking in that significant advances, and that's pretty damn delicious. Have a navy out here to overlook for pirates. I've got a small group of vessels out here who are punishing the Date. And since that place was taken by rebels, they no longer get to hide in port. These kids drove away somewhere. Huh. And I'm not sure where. Do I care about these ships? I'll probably cart them back to repair them. I wanted to see if I could find that navy, though, and sink it. I know they have some other ships that have fussed about over here. I don't want to get too far away from my trade ships, though. Just keep an eye on things. Date is down to 2 provinces. I'm curious to see what their armies will do, whether they'll change their mission of focusing on here. Currently, winter, I don't expect them to reach this town this turn, so they're going to start drinking attrition. There's an argument to be made for not building a terrace farm here, and I think I've heard that argument, and I agree. On the off chance that I do lose this province, I'd like to have bow samurai. I'd like to have more ranged instead of what I have here. We can get one more bow. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It could be better. We have a significant number of cavalry, though, that during the siege we can station outside of the camp and either distract enemies or charge them. Or, of course, dismount off of horses. It takes care of our money. As for things that we need to move, or position, or readjust, let's take a look at this ninja. Good. Quickly sort through all of the provinces. We do have a Metsuke here. Great. Second retainer. And that's going to be... I don't care about the cards so much, because your agents can be dealt with in a variety of different ways. It doesn't have to be assassination through a geisha or a ninja. +1 to cunning when apprehending, though. It'd be great if I ever bring this guy back onto the mainland. Currently doing wonders out there, though. That high administration bonus overseeing settlement is helping to reduce the administrative costs of running my empire. At least for that, so, you know, will give me more tax there, and that's pretty good. I think that takes care of everything that I want to do this turn. I'm still keeping this army stationed here. I do not need to do so. I do not want to buy a ninja right now either. Diplomat-wise, taking a look at the family, I do have an eligible son who needs a daughter. Can't recall whether it was this game or co-op game I'm playing where there was something I turned... I think we got an offer. I think there was a marriage offer that I turned down from a loyal retainer in the hopes of making a deal with the Date. I went cruising and also found that the Shoni would be interested in such a marriage. Date really don't want to do this whole alliance with me. I would just like to not have war here, but ultimately it's only like 2 provinces, and if I have to punish and beat them up, I just don't want to take any of this land. I do have wiggle room. I could take another province without crossing the line, and I might even be able to take 2 without it, but a buffer, because obviously I'm going to want it a finger like towards Kyoto, most likely through Omi. So, let's see whether the Shoni would be interested in that marriage idea. He's 31.
Pretty speech.
That's okay. Can we make this work?
For one moment that words
Friend them.
alone.
60 gold?
Let us speak.
I tell you what,
of
we'll pay 60 gold for that. That makes us very friendly with the Shoni now. The Shoni who are at war with the Shogunate, at war with the Chosokabe, and the Hitano. But they're a meaty faction. Being at war with the Shogun, though, is certainly a thing. Marriage with hostile clans makes the Shogun even angrier towards me. The Chosokabe aren't going to care for that either. But, you know, on the other side of Japan, that way I don't have to worry about people plotting naval invasions, at least not from there. Get to work. So, no marriage with the Date. Not for us. The Hatakeyama also had an eligible daughter who was like 17. But I don't have an interest in marrying the Hatakeyama. Metsuge's coming here probably to apprehend my damn ninja that I just moved in that city, and then I lose the ninja and everything is ruined. Oh hey, everything doesn't have to be ruined. I appreciate that. I like it when not everything is ruined. That's good, makes me happy. Takabaka's shuffling units all the way across the universe. The various wars that they're in, including the Hojo, because they declared war on the Imagawa. You'll recall, yep, there was an apprehension attempt. A monk has increased in rank. Both my monks have increased in rank. There's my research. Let's quickly spirit our way over to them. What do you know? We're right here. Retainer. +1 zeal when converting provinces sounds good to me. And bonus zeal while inspiring towns. Inspire those people, Mr. Monk, sir. What do you have? Cherry Blossom? For converting characters, because you might need to do that at some point. And same thing for you. Here we go, hugs and kisses. A son has been born. Hurrah! A blessing. It will secure the family line. Shinjin now with 5 children. We got 1 daughter here in the lot. There's the marriage here. She is a fecund wife, blessed with a strong constitution. Have fun, you two. You're welcome, my boy. Oh, good times. That's there, and that's still pretty good. Okay, you sent this group over here to me to pay me a visit, and I don't much care about that. 15% chance, 48% chance to apprehend? Good. Temporarily imprisoned. Serves them right. Meanwhile, my enemies have drank some attrition by marching through my land in winter. I'm thinking about, like, moving out my ninja to slow them down? But I don't want to do that If I slow down this army will be able to catch up, and then both of them will fight me together. I'm hoping that this army takes a look at Echigo and says, yeah, I can take that. Yeah, I don't want that to be like an example of me screwing myself over in that case. I can slow this army down, though, or try to, rather. You are not a high-level ninja. Gotta get your level somewhere, huh? Why don't you go ahead and, death and dishonor for your clan. Oh no! Not death and dishonor. Just try and sabotage that army. Slow it down. Great. That levels you up. They have a beautiful sit-down right there. When their Metsuke stops being imprisoned, he'll appear at their capital. Get myself a poison Tanto. And get to work with that assassin subterfuge. Great stuff, great stuff. Shinjin continues to be on the move. I'm going to send the Sun and Air out here to station at Kaga, as I want to be in position to shuffle an army over. Like how I have this guy stationed over in Kai, where Shinjin himself, he's not going to arrive in time. Basically just due to, like, the turn that he needed to spend on filing his taxes or what have you. For this fight. But looking at the army here, I think that's a fight I can take. There's a lot of cavalry, though, based on those generals that are gonna monitor over my cavalry. But I can win that exchange. You have some units here. Yeah, you could make an argument of me, like, slowing down this group, but... Or trying to. No guarantee it would have worked. At the time. But I don't have a problem with that. Just lure them up here. Take me on solo. Now, if they don't have the movement to reach me, I have to imagine they do. Well, we'll see. Cross that bridge when we get to it. This place, I'm not going to really use it as a place for replenishment. So what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to shove a temple in here. And that's a good idea. We're still having a repression issue. I can station 2 units here to oversee any potential repression issues that the people cause me. They would be fairly experienced, though. Or I can... No, they're my religion, so that's not going to be something. Religious happiness is going to go up. I tell you what. You guys recruit 2 units? Keep a guy here. And we're going to shuffle on over to Owari. Yep, we're going to shuffle on over to Owari, so let's do that. I don't have to, though. It's not necessary. I'm not any immediate threat with him. Let's just keep the turn rolling here. Okay, now we're going to start looking for places that have meager soil. I lied. Let's get that. That way, and get that slot to build that second building. Meager soil just doesn't really do it for me. We can backfill later. No big deal. We have a Dante boat that is fleeing for its existence, and we'll doubtlessly sink some of these boats in an auto-resolve, and that's fine. There we go. Taken care of. Still amuses me that Dante no longer possessed that. Alright. Turn done. Look at me at managing and administering provinces. I'm almost proud of myself. Almost. Dishonoring treaties will slowly tick away, as will my territorial expansion, because I don't plan on taking more territory until it is time to divide this realm. We're researching that next. I'm glad I checked that. I've never gotten that tech. Doesn't look bad. Why don't we grab this? Not that, Grimith. They're working on that. Enjoy our extra seasons of significant advances, and then move on. Hojo sending their fleets across the galaxy. There's Date, little weak ships. Here we go. Now, if If they just siege me and don't immediately try to attack, yeah, then they're hosed. Because Shinjin would have been there. But because he had to file his taxes and do administrative burden, we're doing this fight. We have 5 units of Bow Ashigaru versus their 3. They have 3 Bow Samurai as well, but that's negligible range-wise. They have strong, stalwart infantry, but they also have to climb the walls. I've got powerful cavalry that can haunt their bows as well as their leadership. And I got a few Yari to hold off the front lines. I, of course, can also dismount. We'll consider things as we get onto the battlefield. Quick save. I think I already quick save. Let's quick save again because heaven forbid a crash occur. Look at this place. What this fight means that this episode will likely run over a half hour, which means I am going to cook in my room. It's gonna be great. It's okay, it's only 102 degrees Fahrenheit outside, not an issue. I'll be fine. Sip my apple juice and sob profusely. I have central heating and air throughout all of my house, so it's not an issue, but this specific area, it's elevated. It's above a garage. So that's why it has its own wall-mounted air conditioner. I'm not running that for the video when I record. I guess we'll listen to the speech, though. Yeah, send him to hell. It's really fucking hot there. Hell, yeah, hell. Little blurry camera, yeah.
忌まわしきは伊達の名とそのもとに仕える武者ども悪徳と堕落に溺れたお主らは鬼であって人にあらずバカ者どもめがここは実にすごいよの大屋島広しといえどこれにかなう城はないじゃろ我が軍の力が加わらばその凄さが増すというものじゃ武田の猛者ども
I feel like our general uses his helmet to skewer me.
無駄な殺生は好まぬが奴らが生きている限り我らの勝利はない
Yay, necessary of regrettable deaths, yay! Yay, our daimyo having to file taxes so that we can prove our greatness. Alright, look at this. They've got to cross Rijas, or the water, to get to me. I've got a wide range of deployment. I don't have any convenient trees to hide my troops in, though. And by troops, I of course mean my contingent of cavalry. That's significant in size. My gates are strong. They hold. I have 2 archery towers. They are... Oh, what a nice place. I like it. They're pretty fucked. In this game player's humble opinion. Why don't we just move everything here centralized? And I'll reposition this shit in a moment. But I need to see where they're actually deployed so that I can shuffle my troops. Also, there's an argument to be made about separating into 2 different cavalry contingents. I think I will do just that. Don't do that. It upsets me. Please do not offend me. And then for prettiness, yeah. We'll cross the water, we'll see how the enemies feel about us, and how they might get distracted, and then we'll go from there. This is also going to be a battle where I do a little bit of slowdown as I position things. Okie dokie? Okie dokie. So, where the hell are they? There, so they're going to be coming across the water that will vastly slow their movement speed, and they're coming from here. Their armies appear to be evenly divided in these 2 groups. Instead of just spread out a whole bunch, they have all of their general leadership here. Excuse me, I take that back. They have 1 general over there. They have 3 Bow Ashigaru and none of their Bow Samurais, which means that these folks have the Bow Samurais. Alright, that in mind. Attacking from here and attacking from here. Both our archery towers can reach that. Good. Good. Let's tilt you so that you're here. And move on a little bit of slowdown here. That way we can find a place for us to stand perfectly. Over here, let's continue to build off of that. So we want to stand you... Well, just get you over here. And probably station you all, like, here. Tempted to put you all folks in loose formation, but we'll figure it out. Alright, cavalry. Let's get you guys on the move. Let's station you over here. Don't know if I want to put you in loose formation or not. And... let's move you guys over here and see what they do. I will put you in loose formation. What? Don't upset me. You're confusing me. Don't confuse Grimith. Grimith has problems. Many problems. Okay. I guess that taken care of. We'll start moving some troops around. As, you know, could always sacrifice the Ashigaru garrison, you know, they're not valuable. Along with the samurai retainers. You know, they're not active troops I can actually use. Okay, what do we have here? We have the AI going like, what? Oh my goodness! Look at all these evil things! We'll be able to kill them for sure. As the AI does. You know, who can blame them? They look at horses, they get worried and concerned, and then they think that those horses can be killed by bows, and they can't be, and that's when everything dies, and they separate their armies, and they go across the water. Is that just katana? No, no, no. No, Grimith, that is not just that. I'm glad we understand each other. Very good. I tell you what, why don't we circle you guys around like this? You all continuing to cross. Let's move you guys a bit closer. If we have them completely cross the other side and then charge them, they're not going to be able to be reinforced. Over here, you guys, don't get so close. Matter of fact, I even changed my mind. Fail. We can come up behind them once they finish stationing. And I'm gonna wear my troops out dancing them like this. Yupo Ashigaru are not really in a position where you're going to be shooting that much, I don't think. Oh my goodness. Guys. I'm sorry. I was grossly irresponsible with you. A terrible human being. Please forgive me. What do you think is going through their minds when this unit separates from the rest of them? You think they know that everyone is not with them? That they're alone? That they're isolated? You think everyone knows that? I don't know, that kind of seems like a detail that you should figure out with folks. Arrows get off point blank. I'm in loose formation, which hurts the charge aspect. but I didn't want to be such an easy target for arrows despite all of the bodies here. That unit is hosed. Like, absolutely screwed. It can't be anything other than screwed. Quickly bail out of there. That unit is not shattered. It's only wavering. They're broken. That'll have to be good enough. I don't want to eat those spears. The delay from them having to cross the water works fine, just fine for me. We have our enemies now. They've approached the walls. I gotta think of places to station all my guys. Guys, make sure you keep going. Pause. This chase is continuing to occur. And while my cavalry aren't helping with this defense, those units are also not helping with the offense, so I'm willing to take that. Okay. Move you guys. Station here. You guys, take the walls. You all. Kind of like awkwardly station you here. There's not like a great spot to stand you. Yeah, and then you guys take those walls. I think my cavalry needs a break. They're confident and they're active, but they've been running a bit, so we'll give them a breather. Okay, the Yari Ashigaru have abandoned those guys. Those would be the ones I'm, most worried about, right? Guys? Guys? Maybe defend our walls? I know it's kind of scary to defend walls, but, if you could... what's going on over here? Kind of sneaky shenanigans you think they're pulling. I don't know, but this water has been a great boon. Okay. Pay attention, Grimith. You have Yari Ashigaru charging you. 3 units of it. Katana Samurai, I'm a bit worried about, but we do have... This is the unit with cavalry in it. Whole gobs of it. Meanwhile, Grimith is distracted, trying to defend 97 different angles. Okay. Bodies. Flesh. Back over here. That's gonna blunt this charge. Guys? All these units chasing after my damn horses is certainly a thing someone could do, yes. Don't move them. It's fine. Be there. Am I gonna need a cycle charge out of here? I could. There we go, that broke them. Don't mind me as I just keep running units over, super tiring them, as one does, because I'm a responsible leader who knows exactly how to play video games. Back at the ranch. Hi, don't mind me.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
I'm sure he is. They're like, we found the proper angle to shoot you. Ha 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 ha, tee hee. That's what they do. They tee hee at me. Ow. I also forgot to move those. Didn't move. I was busy. My story. Busy. They're moving stuff because they're like, that seems bad. Yeah, so there goes spears to deal with me. Just a lot of fear from them about what I could do to hurt them, instead of what I'm actually doing to hurt them. Although, make no mistake, there's certainly things I am doing to hurt them too. Here comes their generals. My units are tired. Their shit's fresh. We have the water. We have Buddha. And with those things, we could consider losing. A huge clusterfuck that takes care of those units. Get out of my face and out of my game, you damn peasants. Mop those guys up, and let's keep going. Now we just get to be shot at, which is exactly what I had in mind whenever I did this crazy charge. Find your way around and hit those damn bows. Now attack them in the back.
The men are fatigued, my lord.
I know.
Some must rest.
I have ran them so damn ragged.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Ran them very ragged. Especially my bows. Especially my horses. They haven't had a respite at all. And basically, they're not gonna get one until this fight's over. No, we don't need to attack that group. You can see them all running in terror from me. Good. Good. Good, that one guy. Not worth my time.
The men are fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
Look, they can rest when they're dead, as some of them clearly are. Like, this just didn't work out for them at all. This attack. And it's no surprise. The water there, the AI getting distracted by my horses, the archery towers.
My lord, and some must rest.
Why do you keep repeating yourself? I'm aware of what you told me. You know, these advisors throughout, like, the various Total War games have varied in obnoxiousness. Yeah, so... a wide open vista with lovely terrain for me to take advantage of. And the power of being able to slow things down or even pause the controls. Great. Close victory. They have barely anything remaining. That's so disgusting. Cavalry obviously getting the lion's share of kills, in part because, you know, they're able to run down shattered units, but my bows did alright as well. I didn't lose any unit cards, though it will take me some time to replenish. And 106 units remaining out of that entire strike force. That's just colossal, like, just dismemberment and death there. They have nothing left. Like, how do you come back from that, right? Well, it's hard difficulty. The AI was just throwing their Ashigaru in the blender. They can have Samurai. That's how they come back. But just... and their people are going to be in mourning as well because their daimyo died. A lot of their leadership there of the Date clan is dead. Tribute. I've seen the Shogun ask... well, I've seen the Emperor ask for money before for his palace. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pay that. I'll pay tribute. I don't want that to take any further. The Shogun has pole position right now, and I'm not going to refuse him that money. He knows what the hell he's doing. +1 to this general's loyalty? I don't think that's going to be an issue for this guy. So I'm going to grab +1 morale for all units under this man's command instead. Give him some extra movement. I don't think it's going to be an issue based on how I see, like, Shinjin's rank. I don't think this guy is going to have a problem. But, who knows? I may come to regret that choice. You can have a maximum of 6 honor, but obviously you can, like, bank up extra points. For loyalty. You can bank up extra points. So we're going to finish this guy off. The small stack, it means nothing. Ta-da. Goodbye. Thanks for flying. It leaves this small army, which does have a general out there. Let's see how Date feel about this whole war thing now. This deal satisfactory.
Speak your insolence, then I will reply.
Understandable that they think it's now satisfactory. I killed so many people. Now there could have been the time where I secure the marriage, you know? Been like, hey, we did it. Now we can be married and we don't have to go through this dumb shit again. Maybe I could squeeze 1,900 out of them, but that's fine. 1,800 for a peace treaty? I could have penciled in a trade agreement on top of that.
Your presence is not entirely welcome.
Nah, it's fine. They just will have to not enjoy glorious trade with Grimith. Hatata would be interested in trading, but they are at war with the Takabakas and many other people, so pretty sure we talked about trading with them before, and that's just not going to happen. That army is shown the door, gets flung back most likely to Uzun, and they're going to have to figure out what to do from there. Alright, Shinjin just had a nice tour of the countryside, you know? Just went, visited some folks on his way out, just a lovely little stroll. He deserves it, you know? He's been through a lot, this guy. This Shinjin guy. What's his story? I'm gonna go ahead and build a merchant guild here, because I have the cash to do so. I get to work on that. It takes 6 turns. Better to build merchant guilds in fewer provinces than it is to build rice exchanges in many provinces, although you can spread that town growth across many places. Just due to, like, the bonus. Like, market's 200, rice exchange is 500, so that's an increase of 300. And then the merchant guild is another 500 on top of that. It just makes sense to me. Let's build that there. That obviously takes care of most of the cash. We're expanding this. I do want to expand this. I would like to build a different building there. A very compelling reason for why I would want to do something. And I can afford the expense, so I will. Alternatively, how do I feel about these things? Extra ranks on my Metsuke? I don't plan on, like, recruiting a lot more of them. I don't think I'll use them aggressively. I tend to just, like, stash them in places and then have them defend. So hopefully I'm not going to need to do a whole lot of recruiting. But, having that library... Tax rate in that province? I don't think that's going to matter in the grand scheme of things. As opposed to this library. An extra 10% could end up shaving off a turn to something, and that can end up making a lot of difference. So, where was it that I was building the thing that I changed my mind suddenly about building? Because I'm terrible at video games and memory and all sorts of other bullshit. Because who can remember things in this day and age, right? Right? Said I was building that, and then I was going to upgrade this, but then I looked at this, but I'm broke. Right, so let's just get this. It's something I want. I'm not gonna be at war, then we disband some stuff. And have like a general over here, look over Etchison. General over here, of course, looking after this place. Get to work, guys. Move the ninja over there. No, we have a ninja over there already. Bonus ninja. We have a ninja over here. No, it's a monk. Silly Grimith. Let's move this ninja over here, then. And then actually station him there, and hopefully he doesn't get picked off while he's traversing through that territory. That station's there. That's those taxes. We're working on it. And we did it. Great! Only one province we're not taxing, and I could garrison that a little bit more. We're working on that whole religious thing. The thing we're doing, it's transpiring. In fact, I could have even stationed the Sun and Air down there, but I did not do so. Why don't we just have a sit-down, have a whole little meet and greet here in Kai? Don't have to worry about filing taxes anymore. We can just have a holiday, another siesta. It's gonna be great. Navies? Oh yeah, this navy. You were following my orders. We got that trade node at least. There's that. I would like to build 2 trade ships. We'll get that to a full 10. Even though it has diminishing returns. And we'll look at those very far away other trade posts. We can get into like a war, like a trade war. That could be interesting. While I just sit here and gather my power. I'm powering up. Ah! Good times. If there's something else I want to move, I can't remember it. would like to end this turn. Let's do that. Not entirely sure why I'm grabbing Essence of the Spirit. I think I, you know, maybe I'll do something with those warrior monks. I think that's why. Not having a religion problem, besides the eco. There's no Christian nations over here. Which is nice. Probably turn off a focus on AI movement as well, but it's kind of interesting to see how folks shuffle along. Yeah, so... for the time being, let's station this force outside of Owari. I could just keep this army outside of Owari instead. I don't need to do that. Yeah, there we go. The AI likes to station their armies outside of cities, and that's not inherently a bad idea. Playing the Warhammer games is something that enforces that when the AI, like, swoops in to, like, siege a city that you have an army in, and then pick off, like, another army that you have next to it. I think the sentences that I was expressing there were incongruous in the ideas. Whatever, we're just gonna leave him stationed there. And that's gonna be that. We don't need the extra public order there. It's not a problem. Upgrade the encampment. I don't think I need to at this particular period of time. Rice exchange to a merchant guild. That is something I would like to do. Let's get started on that library first, though. Why save the cash instead of upgrading something? Maybe. One thing I dislike about this game is that you can't downgrade. You can just blow shit apart. But you can't blow everything apart. Like, I can't blow apart my castle, right? That's a problem. I think I can squeak removing this to replace it with a market. I don't think I need a sake den here anymore. Let's get rid of that. We'll just keep that as a fort, even though it's kind of a frontline place. Whatever. Let's build some post roads and stations that I spend my money. Yeah, with all of the riches I have. Change of plans. Holiday over in Hida. The way we can tax it. Hooray! All the places being taxed are making $4 grand. A lot of money being spent on army upkeep, but that's allowing me to puff out my chest. I can look strong. One problem about trading with the Shoni is that due to all the wars that they're in, they're going to be constantly blockaded, which means I'm not actually going to get income out of them. Our relations with people are going to be improving, mercifully, over the passage of time, and that'll be great. I might be tempted to just delete these damn boats. I know I worked on moving them over here, but I'm not at war with anyone. They're kind of trash. Oh, I had a trade ship here that I stole. Just get out of here. But this navy isn't exactly powerful. I'm not, like, I wouldn't be scared of that navy at all. We can repair these ships. And then divide the two, and then it'll have two groups of 10. Not very strong vassals, but they'll still be vassals. No desire to recruit anything else right now from me. Let's just pass another turn. And then if nothing interesting happens, we'll pass through winter as well. A lengthy video featuring a fight. We got some stuff done, though. Consider it a reward for this video coming out later in the day than the others have been. And I can enjoy standing in front of my air conditioner. Maybe even going into the rest of my house and just drinking it in, man. Drink it in. Tribute to the Shogun? Please buy our offer and send a representative to aid our clan in matters of state. Reduces administration costs. Plus 50 to diplomatic relations for 6 seasons. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that bonus. That sounds good to me. People who like me are really like, maybe that may Yeah.
I will hear your
There we
words,
go.
although I do not expect to profit from it.
Paying the 2 grand to the Shogun is gonna get me some extra What? It's gonna get me some extra cash out of... Like, this will definitely have paid for itself. Giving tribute was the right call. People who demand tribute, your suzerain, will always say it's the right call. 2,200? Oh. Yeah. And then the trade agreement on top of that? Is Dante at war with anyone? Somehow they managed to get to war with Hatano, the Beisho or the Beso, and the Hojo, so my scheme to not have the Hojo get involved in the fight with them is going to be completely fucking irrelevant anyway. They expand up there, that takes them to 12 provinces, they take that, that's 13, if they swing around there, they'd be tied with me for 14. They're terrifying in power, I'm only mighty. They're affluent, I am rich. Just details to keep in mind, you know? That administrative cost thing. Oops, that's not where we look at it. See, Shogun, we recognize your greatness. Wink. I don't care enough about this. I think I'm done grabbing techs over here. There's an argument to be made for continuing to grab techs over here. Extra diplomatic relations. Further trade income tariffs. Over here. Extra food allow me to, like, upgrade things. Focus on even more economic stuff. I'm kind of itching to do Bushido, but if I'm really not plotting to go to war for some time, I guess I'll refrain. I kind of feel... This feels odd, me doing all these economic techs in this game, but I've established a time of peace for myself in Sengoku Jide. I've never got that research before. What the hell is this Kuba Nakama? Tell me more. Consumes 2 food, huh? It's the same as the Merchant Guild. Costs 8,000. It's a wonder. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, wherever I build that is just gonna be chock full of people. I'll have to keep that in mind. Sounds interesting. You obviously have to grab that research as well. Reduces cost of constructing castles. And reduces time. Then there's this research down here, which gives tons of goodness. Tons of goodness. Okay. Look at all this economic development and growth and taxing all the provinces and... Oh, what a time to be alive here. It's good to be the Takeda. So good to be the Takeda. All this wealth and development and... Hell. We're just awesome. It's not easy being awesome like us, but we're trying, you know? We're managing somehow. What do I want? Do I want to build on that meager soil? Or do I want to... do roads? Or even harbors for, like, extra growth in these places? The way I see it, the food will give me growth in all of my places across the board, so I'm inclined to do it now even in places that have barren soil. If you've got a farm I can upgrade, I want to have a conversation with you. Oh. Oh yeah, this is happening too. Had a hard time finding the market there. Not the first time it's ever happened in my life. Where's the market? Okay, y'all are repaired. That's good. Beef that up? He says... Yes. Totally beefed up. And while there's no, like, super cool Nanban trade vessel here, I'm putting forth a solid effort to defend that. That's also, like, a valuable choke point as well. Instead of far out here in Never Ever Land. So many ships cross the... Saying the Horn of Japan probably isn't appropriate here. You get what I'm saying, right? You understand? Good. Let's build some roads here, after all. Good. Spends the money. Have a nice set down. I don't feel like disbanding any units, though. I just don't want to come across as weaker than what I am. We'll enjoy what we have. We can do, like, a huge, like, military reshuffle later. Who knows what will happen, right? Station the ninja in this army. Since I'm gonna leave it out there like that. Okay. Alright, that's the year of 1558 in the books. We had ourselves a good fight. We put the Date clan in their place. Which will probably be consumed by the Hojo. Give it some time. Hojo have plenty of interest in the several wars that they're a part of. And that's good, because that'll weaken and distract them, so that they hopefully won't become even more powerful. I'm sitting on 14 provinces here. I just need the opportunity to keep growing big and strong. Economically, we have equivalent provinces to the Besho. So that's something to keep in mind. We're trading with them. Spring of 1559, and I'll leave you folks there. We've discovered a concealed army. Oh, you silly Takabakas. Take care, everyone.